this is from ColorRight Tools LLC. It is the ColorRight Pro, I believe. A little careful here. Alright, so there's that, and then there's something else here. A beautiful lanyard. You can keep that around your neck and always have it handy when you're out doing some shooting. Alright, this is Herb Halstead again from geekgrab.com, and I just wanted to talk about this ColorRight Pro that I unpacked earlier. Basically, here's how it works. It's got this area here, this lighter you can see. This is where all the light in the room is gathered. So basically, this is how it works. You take your camera and you go to white balance and you set it to auto. You can set it for any of the auto settings, it doesn't matter, but just set it to auto. And then what you do is you point at your subject. You don't go to your subject, but you point at your subject. By the way, I'm at lunch with my buddy Brandon, and he's holding the other camera. But you basically point it at your subject, and you just take a picture. Now what happens is you get this image that is kind of a gray card, basically, and your camera uses that image when you go to your custom white balance for your custom white balance. So basically that's all you do. So then you just take a normal picture, and the picture you get is properly color adjusted. So that's basically how it works. I've done a couple of tests using some auto settings on the camera and comparing it with with what you get out of the ColorRight, and the ColorRight works great. Now here's the deal with that. One of the problems with the ColorRight is that this back plane here is kind of brittle. I had let a lady from the church take this with her on a real live shoot, and just having it in her bag caused, it banged around or whatever, and caused that little crack right there to happen, which is really unfortunate. But the cool thing is, because your camera's out of focus, when you take the shot, it doesn't hurt it, but it's still, basically that's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until basically this thing is useless. But so here's my impressions of it. Number one, it is a cool device. Someone who's a newbie at using cameras and that kind of thing, that learning what the proper color is supposed to look like is something that this is very valuable at. It teaches you pretty quickly what proper white is. The only problem with this is that it's expensive. If you do a little research on what it costs to manufacture things, like if you, for instance, we're shooting with an iPhone over there, some of the cost breakdowns, place the plastic backings or anything like that are really cheap. A few dollars. And this thing is $150. So it seems a little expensive to me. I was talking to Michael, who does all the video in our church, and he thinks it's a useless device in general, because most people who do color are going to do it with color cards, and they have a lot of experience in what to do, and they'll color correct and post and that kind of thing. The beauty of this is you don't have to color correct that post, but Michael's argument is everybody edits their images, so what's the big deal of having to go and color correct and post? He did think that it might be more handy actually in video, when you're doing video, because it's a lot harder to get white balance in video work. So there it is, some mixed reviews on it. It is a very easy device to use, and it is very handy. I'm just not sure that the cost justifies the ease of use. So there you have it, the ColorRight Pro from ColorRight, Herb Halstead, geekgrab.com. Thanks.